Alright, you guys, it is time, once again, for the Draft Labs AMAM Tournament Series, Season 3, Week number 2. This is our second match of the day, AMAM versus SeS. AMAM 1-up. They have a counter-engage comp. They want AMAM to go on them. Whether or not they have enough for when AMAM does, it is debatable. So let's see. Counter-engage comp. The Peel from Tom Kench, the ultimate from Nami, and the ultimate from Vel'Koz. The only real counter-engaging tool I see here. Of course, they can all be used to counter-engage. But the only tool I would say that Serpentis has right now that is considered, in my eyes, to be a mainly or a first and foremost counter-engaging tool is Vel'Koz's ultimate. Everything else is just safety. Everything else is disengage, not counter-engage. The Wombos look cool. Oh yeah, Wombos look great, man. That's why we love the Wombos. We want to see more of these Wombo combo comps. But I want to see other comps too. I want to see the triple tank aura comp that Counter Instigate Epsilon brought out against CIA last season. I want to see that one come through again because it was really awesome. I want to see the I want to see the triple AD comps. I want to see the hyper carry comps. I want to see the protect the cog comps. That's what I want to see. There's so many different things you can do, but right now we have so many poke comps all the time that our meta is oversaturated with. Nami's ult, Tom Kench's soft CC can all be used to counter-engage. Well, you need something else. You need some form of engage to make a true counter-engage. Minus Vel'Koz, of course, because he's more defensive counter-engage. But because he's the first tier of the counter-engage. You need something else on top of that. Bring in a Wukong here, replace the Tom Kench with a Wukong, and yeah, oh yeah, counter-engage off the Nami ultimate for sure. Nice noms from Mirinth as Gross Pigeon wants to make a jump there. You can see Serpentis, they're finally getting into a rhythm here. They're clearing out the waves more effectively. They're still not necessarily winning trades out here. They're still losing health consistently to this poke composition of AMAM. But they're doing a better job of getting these waves cleared out. Right now, what they're doing, where they move in front of this tower like this, is not the best thing to do. This is where they lose all of this health when they're moving forward. This is ARAM-itis, ladies and gentlemen. ARAM-itis. There's no reason, there's no way that any of these players on SeS are going to contest this wave clear without taking any hits while it's pushed so far forward. Wait until it pushes in your tower, utilize the fact that you have a tower attacking these minions, and get the CS that way. Ah, Siren, but I have a counter to that argument. Siren says, stunning a champion that engages on you and pile up damage on his or her team is counter-engage. Now, if you stun one champion, one enemy champion after they're trying to engage, and you stack all of your damage onto them and you kill them, that is called a pick, sir. That is not called a counter-engage. Engage is large scale. Pick is small scale. The thing is, this battleground limits a versatile meta quite a bit, in my opinion. You know, I will believe you, Strider, when we've seen it. As of right now, we haven't even seen it, therefore I can't tell you whether or not you're right or wrong. AMAM continuing their usual playstyle here, clearing out the waves as quickly as they can, staying forwards. Now, with this position that AMAM has here, they can absolutely punish anyone who wants to move forward and contest this wave clear before it gets pushed underneath the tower. Serpentis, they finally go under, but they're already so low on health. They've already made the mistakes. There's barely any coming back from this. Nice kill for Mikey. First blood goes to the Maokai. That one chained off of a nice Jace Q here. Jace, also a great champion to have in this composition for Team AMAM because he deals large amounts of damage to towers in very little time, and they don't have very many sieges on this squad, so they need champions who are very good at early game siege, and Jace is one of the best. With that attack speed bonus that he gets, he can deal more damage to a tower in less time. Serpentis, they really want to contest, but AMAM, on the backs of the Braum, are playing incredibly aggressively towards this tower. Only 4 minutes and 45 seconds in, they've already got it down to about half health, you guys. I mean, there's a lot less room for mistakes compared to Summoner's Rift, which means you have to focus harder on synergy with the players on your team. Oh yeah, absolutely. And another thing, you know, I can't even tell you that that is true either, because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen enough teams come into the Draft Labs 8AM tournament series that really focus on synergy between their players. We haven't seen enough teams that are in voice comp. We haven't seen enough teams that are experienced with each other yet to be able to say if it really makes that much of a difference. I mean, obviously it does, but we just haven't seen enough to say that we've done the correct amount of research. We still need more time, and as of right now, I don't want to say, I'm always a guy, I'm an idealist. I say it's up to the players to determine what the meta will look like, rather than the map, rather than the champion. It's up to the players, their mindsets, their synergies. There goes the first tower after AMAM pick up 2 more kills, you guys. 5 minutes and 45 seconds in. There goes the tower. Mirinth, there's a nice lockdown, but always assume that Gross Pigeon wants these things to happen. He gets his ultimate off, gets a couple of knock-ups. There's the counter engage that Siren was looking for. Well-placed ultimate by Kali, but Gross Pigeon still survived. 1-for-0 so far in SeS favor. They have the heals, they have the damage, and the stuns to continue this fight out. They've already picked up 2 and lost 0. Kali should have most likely walked in there. Now they got to go for their suicides. This is where you die. You won that team fight. You delayed the advantage for Team AMM. Now you die. Clear out these waves and run underneath this tower. Only unfortunate part is that they didn't kill Jace. So now Jace is going to get like 4 kills out of this if they want their suicides. And What Is a Wolf being here is very unfortunate. Now What Is a Wolf wants to die. Kill him and then go for your suicides, but too late. AMAM still in control. Nice block there from What Is a Wolf. Kali now locked down. Looks like he wants to die, but he has to flash out. He knows that a fight is ensuing, and if he's down, there's going to be 1 less player. That many less spells available for his team. The BM. Oh, Pac-Man. That was not BM, sir. Don't mistake suicides for BM. Suicides are an integral part of this meta. What Is a Wolf? He had money. His team had 1 team fights. He had a few kills. Actually, no, he didn't have any kills. Actually, he had a couple assists. He had money that he needed to spend, and he knew that he was low, and he saw the window of opportunity to make his death and to get back in time for the next team fight. So when it comes to suicides, you die while losing as little as possible. Great synergy between the Jace and the Braum here, you guys. Braum might be the champion to bring back Jace. They get the stun. Oh, never mind, Waka. You weren't even talking about those in the oh man. I'm a little bit disappointed to see what you were actually talking about, Waka, but now I know. Serpentis are so low on health here. All it's going to take is a dive from AMAM. They already picked up 1 kill. A good ultimate from BNG to disengage, but there really isn't any potential here for Serpentis to survive this one. They're all incredibly low on health. AMAM secured 3 kills right away. BNG, the only one left alive. You gotta die here, dude. You can't defend this Nexus by yourself. You gotta die here. Not many options. An ace for Team AMAM, and that's gonna be the 2nd tower more than likely. Ultimate from Gross Pigeon might want to start another successful fight. They lock down Mirinth. Mirinth has been unable to make any sort of engage, any sort of aggression here without getting just isolated and taken down. Now, they do end up trading out 1 for 1, which is good, but AMAM were the ones who were trying to back off there. And it looks like the inhibitor will actually survive. Death timers are so low, Serpentis is able to get back in time to defend it. And right now, this is the turning point for this game, ladies and gentlemen. AMAM have 6 minutes, or 5 minutes and 45 seconds starting right now to get down this inhibitor, and that's basically a guaranteed win for them. That also means that Serpentis have to defend an inhibitor with no tower over it but for 6 minutes until they, or else they lose this match almost guaranteed. Oi. 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 You know who I'm talking to. Quit it. Cut it out. You know who I'm talking to. Callie picks up a kill on a What Is a Wolf? But What Is a Wolf? Always, whenever somebody from AMAM dies, it's always a safe assumption that they wanted it to happen. That they knew it was going to happen, that they wanted it. Here comes Mirith, wants the engage, doesn't take anyone with him though. Q misses and he's already left low, but it looks like Serpentis want to make something happen here. Nami heals have been crucial in this stage of the match to keep everybody at least healthy enough to skirmish, but they do get poked out as AMAM disengaged, Blow and Gargle. Actually, the ultimate was entirely, hold on, let's watch this. This is one specific scenario of the Braum shield that I think is just ridiculous, you guys. Watch this. This ultimate from Nami only catches the left side of the shield, and it only catches this one edge right here. Gross Pigeon only had this much space of his shield, yet it completely negates the entire Nami ultimate. He's the only one knocked out. A giant water wave coming at you, and the shield is turned sideways, yet for some reason, Retail Logic says that the giant wave must stop. AMAM, they pick up another kill, and now they're sieging the inhibitor. Now, this is where AMAM might struggle, you guys, and this is an opportunity for Serpentis to come back. AMAM, they don't have as much siege with this team as they did with the last, so they will get this inhibitor down much more slowly than they would have with their former team composition. Serpentis, they're given time here to contest quite a few times, but it looks like they might just ended up conceding it. That will be the case. What is it, Wolf? Another kill for him? That's only 3 members of SeS available, and they're all still super low. Double kill for What Is a Wolf. AMAM, they're on a roll here. Now's the time to turn up the heat. Braum even says stuff when he blocks Nami ultimates. Oh my god. That's some BM from Retail, you guys. That's BM. Only one person healthy enough on the side of Serpentis to defend here. Mikey just dropped, but he was looking for that execution. Ultimate from Callie. Expected to counter or re-engage there, but didn't find it. Now Mirith, he's stunned with the Braum inside of his mouth. Braum pops the ultimate. A nice little counter here. Gets a couple of knockouts, but he will still get taken down. All the while, Diamond Spider secures a kill onto Ezreal. Everything's traded out 1 for 1, even though Serpentis were the ones, or excuse me, even though AMAM were the ones who had less health when all 8 members of this fight were on the map. Super Minions now encroaching Serpentis Esports base. And if I was to talk about the real, down nitty-gritty stuff about this game, I would be just repeating things from last fight, from last match. Serpentis Esports, their rhythm is a little bit off. They haven't gotten a feel for how Team AMAM plays quite yet. Team AMAM, you can always assume what's going to happen when it's going to happen. You just got to be ready for it. Mirith left very low, forced out of his thick skin, is going to get dropped first. Mikey picks up that kill. All the while, Diamond Spider dealing massive damage. 1 member of SeS already down, and AMAM with Super Minions behind them are going to try and push and force these Nexus towers down as soon as possible. Now again, AMAM, not very much siege in this comp, so this is a difficult situation for them. Closing the game is tough. Mikey gets his jump and Ignis is dropped. Even popped the cleanse there. Not the best use of the summoner spell. What is it? Wolf picks himself up another kill. That's 2. Make that 3 kills for Team AMAM. And with Mirith now being aggressive, he did get himself 1. Does have a lot of health left. Effective health, that is. Finds a stun on a Diamond Spider. No stun. Actually finds himself a kill. And Gross Pigeon might be able to secure it with the help of Diamond Spider's exploding carcass. And 3 for 4 in favor of AMAM. Gross Pigeon, the only one left here to siege. And Ignis is back. That's going to be, in my opinion, a successful skirmish for Team Serpentis because they delayed the game. Delay the game as long as you possibly can. That's the name of the game for when you're playing against Team AMAM. Ignis secures that kill on a Gross Pigeon easily. That was a nice little arcane shift to his behind the shield. Braum says something snarky after blocking all ultimates. Snarky. What a great word to describe Braum saying after blocking somebody else's ultimate. Yeah, but he doesn't have specific sayings for each ultimate, does he? Here comes the engage. Tom Kent's not the greatest engager of all time, but Serpentis, they have to fight this out. What is it? Wolf finds a target. Blow and Gargle keeps himself alive using the Mikhails. This is a successful engage from Serpentis. They've already got down the Jace here. Now they're going to continue their aggression. 3 versus 4. Mikey goes back in, gets his lockdown. Ignis is left very low, nommed up by Mirith, but he's still in the thick of the fight. Gonna get knocked out and still take damage. Pops his ultimate, doesn't get it off, and now Mirith is gonna go down. Gonna go down. I didn't even mean to say it like that. 2 for 1 in favor of Team AMAM. These fights are very hectic in Serpentis. They are absolutely clawing their way back into this game, slowly but surely. Keeping themselves in it means clawing themselves back in. But you know what? They're 2 versus 3 right now. If AMAM pick up 1 more kill here, it might be game. So much pressure from Diamond Spider, dealing consistent damage from those backlines on his AP Kog'Maw. Left low from the Ezreal ultimate, a nice snipe. Mirith gonna try and find some other way back in, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get. It doesn't look like he's gonna get it. That's unfortunate. It is easy. See, yeah, I've heard that one. Mirith still overly aggressive, forced to use his thick skin right away. Still doesn't find what he's looking for. That's basically a free kill for Team AMAM, and Callie's still very low. No ultimate available for the Bel'Koz. Gross Pigeon gets his mark, does not find the kill. Callie now goes back in for some CC, but Diamond Spider, with his damage from the backlines that nobody expected to be coming, sniping, getting kills. That's going to be an ace for Team AMAM, and once again, another set for Team AMAM goes 2-0. Serpentis, they have a lot to work on here. They have a lot to find within themselves. They look like a team that had what it takes. They skirmished out well. Their draft phases were always excellent, but they haven't gotten a grip onto how to use compositions on this map correctly. We haven't seen them before in a game getting proper use of suicides. We haven't seen them before in a game clearing out minion waves effectively when they're at a disadvantage. We haven't seen them buying their items fast enough. There's core strategies to the game that Serpentis need to implement into their teams if they want to be able to contest games against the best of them, like AMAM, PNG, Counter Instigate, and a slew of others as well. Right now, it looks like they're a team that simply have not found themselves yet. And you know what? I was very critical on them for these 2 matches, as I always am with teams playing against Team AMAM, because I want Team AMAM to lose so bad. Experience, the #1 remedy for these types of situations. Just continue playing with us. If you don't figure it out yourself, if you don't proactively implement it, then seeing it happen to you over and over and over again is going to pretty much force you to do it. You know, seeing losing the early game to Team AMAM over and over again, probably one of the best ways to figure out, oh, you know, we should probably start buying our items as fast as we possibly freaking can. We should probably make it to those bushes before 30 seconds so we can contest this early game. And then once you get that down, you're going to be that one more step into the meta, one more step into that place where you can start developing your own strategies. Because these situations, or excuse me, these base strategies, like buying your items fast, like utilizing your team compositions in aggressive and defensive situations, those are all going to come in handy no matter what composition you take, no matter what era it is of draft laps. Those are all requirements for every single team, every single comp, at all times, no matter what, forever. GG, you guys. Congratulations to AMAM /rant space end.